Good day and welcome to this video. In this video, I'll be showing you how to draw the solution of the above mechanism loci problem. So the question says, the crank OA of the mechanism shown rotates clockwise about O. The end B of the link AB moves along the line PQ and FD swings about F. Obtain the locus of E for one revolution of OA. OA is 40 mm. AB is 150 mm. BC is 65 mm. CD is 130 mm. DE and DF are 75 mm. So we'll start the question by replicating the figure above. So we'll start by the horizontal line. The distance between this line and this line is 116 millimeter. That is from the diagram above. So next we draw a circle on this point. So the circle will be 40 millimeter. This is because from the question says OA is 40 millimeter. So we take 40 millimeter from our ruler. Then we draw the circle this way. Next, there is a line at the top. There is a horizontal line here. From the question, the distance between the horizontal line and that is the distance between this horizontal line and the horizontal line is 50 millimeter. So this point here is labeled O. This point is labeled F. This point here is labeled P. And this point O. Next, I will draw a line this way using my 45-degree set square. So the line should be bold. So therefore, I will place my compass on point A. But the compass has to be adjusted to 150 millimeter. This is because from the question says AB is 150 millimeter. Then therefore I will place the compass on point A. Then I will cut an arc on line PO, that is this line. The point where the arc intersects PO, I will label the point B. So that is our point B. So I will draw a line joining point A and point B. This line should also be bold. To obtain our point C, therefore I will adjust my compass to radius of 65 millimeter. This is because the question says BC is 65 millimeter. Then I will place the compass on point B and then cut an arc this way. So I will call the point where the arcs intersect line AB. I will call that point C. To obtain point D, I will first cut an arc of radius 75 millimeter. That is, I will place the compass on point F here. Then I will cut an arc. So after cutting the arc, I will adjust my compass to a radius of 130 millimeter. This is because from the question says CD is 130 millimeter. So I will first adjust the compass. Let me adjust the compass. So I will place the compass on point C. Then I will cut arc. The point where the arc intersects this arc here, I will label that point D. So I will draw a line joining point C and point D, and also another line joining point D and point F. So the direction of rotation of A is indicated in the figure above. Therefore, I will indicate it in our drawing. Also, the direction of movement of B is also indicated in the figure. So I will indicate mine too. We are done with the figure, but we need to complete the question. So to proceed with the question, therefore, I will divide my cycle into 12 equal parts. So I will do so using my 60-degree set square. I will number the points where lines of division intersect the circumference of my cycle. That is, this point, I will label this point A1, that is, I will number it A1. This point here, A2. This point here, A3. So I will continue in that manner till A12. In order to proceed with the drawing, I will replicate the links This time using point A1 down to point A12. I'll be doing so this time using fence lines, that is construction line, that is fence lines. So I will start with A1. So but before then, I will take the radius of AB, which is 150 millimeters. So I can take it from this point here. Then I will place my compass on point A1. Then I will cut arc on this my line. The point where the arc cut through my line, I will call that point my B1. So I will draw a line from point A1 joining B1. Next, I will also take the radius of BC. That is in order to produce my C1. Therefore, I will take the radius of BC this way. Then I will place the compass on point B1. Then I will cut arc this way. I will label the point where arc cut through the line. I will label that point. So that point will be my C1. I will also, that is in order for me to obtain my D1, therefore I will place, in order for me to obtain my D1, therefore I will take the radius of CD. Then I will place my compass on C1. Then I will cut arc on this arc. The point where the arc cut through this arc, I will call that point my D1. So there's a need for me to draw a line from point C1 to point D1. Also, a line needs to be drawn from point F to my D1. So I forgot to indicate my point E, that is on this my CD. So I will adjust my compass to 75 millimeter. This is because the question says DE is 75 millimeter. Then I will place my compass on point D. Then I will cut arc. The point where the arc cut through the line, I will call that point E. So I will do the same for my line C1, D1. I will place the compass on point D1. Then I will cut arc on the line. The point where the arc cut through the line, I will label that point my E1. So I will repeat the same procedure for A2. As usual, I will take the radius of AB. Then I will place my compass on A2. That is, in order to get my B2, I will place my compass on A2. Therefore, I will cut an arc on PO, that is line PO. So the point where the arc intersects, that is the point where the arc intersects PO, I will label that point B2. In order for me to obtain my C2, I will take the measurement of That is, I will take the radius of BC. Before then, I need to draw a line from point A, A2 to point B2. So now I can now place the compass on point B2. Then I will cut an arc. The point where the arc cut through, I will label that point C2. In order for me to obtain my D2, I will adjust my compass to a radius of CD. Then I will place the compass on point C2 and cut an arc on this my arc here. The point where the arcs intersect, I will label the point D2. Now I will draw a line from point C2 to point D2 and also another line from point D2 to point F. To obtain E2, I will take the radius of DE. Then I will place the compass on D2. Then I will cut arc on line C2D2. The point where the arcs intersect, I will label the point. I will label the point E2. I will replicate this process for point A3, A4 down to point A12. The question says we should obtain the locus of E. Therefore, I will use my French curves to draw a curve passing through the E points. So these are the E points. So we have our point E here. We have our E1 here, E2, E3 here. We are done with the curve, which is the locus of E. In the question, the dimension of, that is the distance between this point and this point, is indicated as 216 millimeter. Therefore, I will indicate mine. Your colleagues will appreciate you if you share this video with them.